What's up, everybody? My name is Dan. I'm the Metaphysical Magician. Today we are going to do a full moon reading in Gemini that just passed. So I'm going to pull some cards, get some clarity, see what the current energy is right now, where we're heading, things to expect in the next couple months, next couple weeks, next year. Let's see what Spirit has to say to us today. I'm going to start out with Starseed Oracle card, pull from the Lightworker deck book, and yeah, we'll see what happens, you know. So we're wrapping up the end of the year, Gemini season. It's all about mind, the snakes, you know. So we're wrapping up old thought patterns, hopefully clearing out the clutter that's been taking space in our mind, occupying those dark corners that we want to get rid of. So let's see what our galactic friends have to say, advice-wise, to us today. Oh, wow. This is kind of what I've been feeling, and I was thinking about this card earlier. It's just weird that it happened to come up. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. So if you're kind of in this death and rebirth energy, keeps repeating this pattern. We finished that Scorpio season. We're in Sagittarius season. Things are lightening up, moving a little bit forward, but it's a little bit intense lately. You know, on my journey, from what I've been going through the past couple of years, I realized that, you know, when we hit these like walls of pain and turmoil and the dark night energy, Spirit's cracking our hearts open. It's completely shattering and destroying our hearts so it can open and let the light in, or let the light out, let's say. So this is Spirit saying that right now you might be going through a difficult time period. It's been very difficult for all of us the last couple of years, but right now you might be in the thick of it. It's hard to kind of find your bearings or get that clarity or feel happy knowing that you feel this intense, negative, dragging emotion. Realize that Spirit is tempering you almost like a diamond, right? Pressure, tons of pressure on a coal becomes that diamond eventually. Tempering on the forge, the blacksmith beating that metal over and over. It's tempering you. It's hardening you to make you a stronger, better, more soluble version of yourself. If you're feeling like you're in the thick of it right now, this is temporary. Do what you can to ground yourself. Breathe, take salt baths, spend time in nature. Meditation, self-care is extremely important when you're going through these energies right now. Also, be mindful of what you're thinking. If you're constantly critiquing yourself and cutting yourself down and letting that little gnat or voice of negativity bring you down a couple notches, you don't need that anymore. We want to spiral up, not spiral down, you know? So as you're being cracked open, it might feel like you're in pain in your chest cavity. Your heart feels like it's breaking. You might almost be scared that you're getting like a heart attack or something to that effect. But it's just Spirit and the energetics working on your heart center, clearing out the negativity to open it up, to allow more abundance, to allow a stronger capacity to feel and to love and be loved in these energies. All right? Good, strong opening message. So I want to pull another card from the Lightworker Oracle deck to kind of see what these messages collide together. So if I could ask my Ascended Master Lightworker friends on the other side to pull one card for our collective and see what we get in this Gemini full moon energy. Last full moon of the year. Ooh, speaking of heart cracking wide open, we have the heart transmission. So that looks like, I don't know what angel that is. It's a female energy type, but I'm actually going to have to read for this. So I will leave this right there. I'm not going to be able to leave it. So let me read from the book for this. Something I do not have memorized. So the heart transmission. Your heart is capable not only of giving and receiving love, but of connecting you to a greater network of beings that resonate in the highest frequencies of divine love. Through your heart, you can receive information and guidance from networks of light that fill our universe. As you learn to open your heart to receive these transmissions, your ability to work with group consciousness in a loving way increases. You shall affect humanity in a loving way, influencing the collective rather than allowing the lower frequencies of the collective to overwhelm you. So, going with that theme of cracked open and the heart space being opened, the heart transmission, I've said this a while, I'm going to say it again. We have nerve endings and a consciousness in our heart. Our heart has nerve endings like our brain. It has its own consciousness, and scientists start to realize this more and more. We're starting to realize that information is not only processed in the mind, it's processed in the heart and in the gut, right? So this heart-based consciousness is trying to come forth at this point. And to be able to get to that point, we have to crack ourselves open a million times. We have to shatter our realities. We have to shatter the old things that have been holding us back, and our old ways of thinking and our old ways of doing stuff all the time, you know? To crack your heart wide open, to be able to reach greater depths of love, self-respect, receiving, giving, and this higher consciousness that wants to work through us, to guide us, to challenge us, to help us become the best possible version of ourselves in the future. All right? Strong message, strong message. So I'm going to pull some more cards from the Psychic Oracle deck and see what energies or advice Spirit has to give us through the psychic channels. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Lots of activation at this time. Lots of heavy activation. So first card up. Patience. We have to be patient with this process. This journey is not for the weak of heart. It takes a lot of fortitude, introspection, working on oneself, being honest with yourself, but also being patient, right? If you bury a seed in the ground, you don't dig it up every 5 minutes to see if it's growing or sprouting yet, right? You'll know when it's sprouting when you see it sprout. But just like every other seed, you have to give it love, you have to give it time, you have to water it, you have to make sure the temperature is right. No different are we, right? We have to give ourselves that condition to be that seed, to turn it into that sprout, to turn it into that flowering, abundance or flowering life that's inside of us. So if you feel like you're feeling stuck at a crossroads, obstacles coming left and right, you have to be patient with the process. Growth and expansion, it takes lots of time. So with this 4 right here, the 14, that's a 5. The next 2 cards are both 5s. So I'm going to take that as a sign from Spirit to keep going with this row. The next card I have is throat chakra. So throat chakra is being highly active at this time. It's you speaking your truth, you being honest with yourself and your emotions, you setting up boundaries, you being able to communicate effectively how you're feeling and putting that out into the ethers in the universe so they know what you're thinking, what you're feeling is resonated with what's going on the inside. When our vibration of our throat is in line with the rest of our being, we are in tune with the universe, we are in tune with our inner guidance, and we are expressing ourselves freely. So at this time, if you feel like you're kind of got a frog in your throat, not able to express yourself, you're feeling like you're getting limited by other people, find a way to use your throat chakra to express yourself, whether it's through art, whether it's through writing, journaling for yourself. Throat chakra is connecting to your truth, your higher knowledge, and expressing yourself. Don't be shy in expressing yourself coming forward, right? The next couple of weeks, the next month, this next year. It's all going to be about self-expression, right? The squeaky wheel gets the grease. Whenever the person that's complaining all the time, people seem to pay attention to them. I'm not telling you to be the complainer. I'm telling you to get the attention that you deserve by using your voice in a constructive way, all right? Next, we have another 5. Obstacles and challenges, right? So this is all about the seed growth. If the seed feels like it's not growing into fruition, it's because we're not expressing our truth. We're being bogged down by these obstacles and challenges. We're not just looking at the path ahead. We're looking down at exactly what's wrong in the situation right now. So this is Spirit on you, on your side, trying to communicate with you, trying to guide you, trying to get you past these obstacles. But they're always trying to say, stop looking down at your feet. Start looking up. There's so much more that you're not paying attention to by looking at the problem in front of you without seeing that past this problem is a whole new doorway of abundance, a whole new way of being, right? So whatever's coming up that's challenging you, obstacles, financial setbacks, emotional issues, it's all temporary, right? A solution will present itself if you work with Spirit and you're patient with the process moving forward. Next, we have the 3, solar plexus chakra. Goes hand in hand with the throat chakra, in my opinion, right? These two are very closely related, even though they are not close. One is here, one is here. But with the solar plexus chakra, it's you having that inner confidence to be able to express yourself, right? working on your self-confidence, your self-belief, getting rid of those obstacles, those distractions, those things holding you back, those tethers that are not letting you be actuated and actualized in who you actually are, right? Being confident in yourself, being confident in your knowings, being confident in your energy. That's what you need moving forward, and that's what's kind of being blessed to us moving forward, all right? Next, I'm going to pull some energy oracle cards. Okay. Beautiful. Love it. Right underneath, solar plexus chakra again. Okay, so first card up, we got financial restraints for this row. But it was in reverse. So what this tells me is that this lack, this fear, this anxiety that we're going to starve, be in poverty our whole lives, working paycheck to paycheck. It's never enough. It's never enough. It's never enough, That energy is starting to dwindle. We're starting to realize that everything ebbs and flows, even the economy, our emotions, our lives. There's a, season to every part of our life or of our journey. But I feel like this financial stress and strain that we've been feeling of 2022 is going to start to dissipate, and new avenues to make more money in the future coming forth. How do I know that? Because right next to there, we have blossoming abundance coming forth. So we got blossoming abundance coming with the tree, right? With the patience. So we're waiting for this seed to sprout into the tree, to blossom forth this abundance, right? Everything is right on track. That's what I'm getting from this message. Everything is moving right on track. Do not doubt your feet. Do not doubt your path. Spirit is carrying us forth. It is going to bring us this oasis in the middle of a desert that we've been struggling to get a sip of water from for so long, So be open to ways of making new money. Be open to receiving more money. I mentioned the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the solar plexus chakra. All of your chakras should be in aligned if you want to start receiving more and be in that receiving mode. It's in the season of giving, so be open to receive gifts from family, financial, whatever it is. Be open to receive. That's kind of what I keep getting to drive home from this message. Next up, we have the temple path. So you see the temple path right here. It's the labyrinth, right? The temple path is the spiritual journey. It's funny that these little orbs of spirit come in this card, and they're also in this card, guiding us back to home, right? So the temple path, I love this card because it really just sums up the spiritual journey so eloquently in this little picture. You could see where you want to go right there. This is your destination. This is the completion. This is the threshold you need to be abundant, to be happy, to be joyful on your path. But this labyrinth is taking you away from that path. You could see it, but the labyrinth, the path is not going directly there. You have to go through the trials and tribulations, the obstacles, the challenges to get to that temple path, to get to that precipice. You're on your right path. Just keep trusting in it. Even if it feels like if you're going a couple steps back instead of moving those steps forward, it's all part of the journey, all right? Next, we have Archangel Chamuel, going with the solar plexus chakra again. Solar plexus chakra, once again, confidence, inner confidence. You need to be your biggest supporter and cheerleader in your life to get that confidence. You have to give yourself the pat on the back, the pat on the shoulders for doing the work, for working hard on your journey, for trying to get to the next phase of your life. It has not been easy. I'm not saying that it has been, but we're getting there. We are getting there. That's kind of the message that Spirit keeps telling me. We are getting there. We just have to be patient. We have to be mindful of our thoughts, our actions, how we're talking to other people, be mindful of how we're talking to ourselves, and be confident in where this path is taking us. All right. So let me pull some more tarot, or some tarot, to double down on these messages, see what else Spirit has to tell us. Right. Yeah. Okay, so I got this card yesterday. First up is Six of Cups, which is cards of nostalgia. I'm going to kind of repeat the message that I had yesterday. A lot of reversals here. Okay. So, underneath the Six of Cups is being anchored to the past, being anchored to nostalgic memories. Living in the past is not going to help you get to your future, you know? Living in the present is how we get to the future. So if you're anchoring to any past feelings, thoughts, how things used to be, how you wish they were like that, you know, that's not very healthy, because those memories have happened. You need to make new memories moving forward. You need to have new memories of nostalgia, if that makes sense. Closing the door on the old, being open to receiving the new, all right? Page of Swords I got in reverse. So it seems like the mental clarity is having a slowdown. Maybe we're a little bit foggy lately. We want to take this new path. We're learning how to use the sword of our mind. We're learning how to navigate the pitfalls of life, but it feels like we're in that slowdown. The obstacles are presenting themselves. Sometimes the obstacles seem so big, it makes us want to give up and throw away the sword, right? But we are learning how to use the sword. We are learning how to sharpen it, how to wield it, how to, activate it, how to use that mental energy and that clarity moving forward. So you feel a little bit foggy, a little bit off. It's not just you, it's collective energy rolling around right now. Next, we have Queen of Pentacles. So sitting on her throne, basking in nature, kind of having that pentacle energy of abundance, living the lavish life, feeling good. So what I'm getting from this card is we need to start living like we are wealthier than we are. We need to stop living without that fear, poverty mindset that I mentioned a little bit earlier. Doing something to pamper yourself. Getting in nature and grounding, yes, but doing something for you today, doing something so you can appreciate yourself, whether it's taking a bath, getting your nails and hair done if you're a lady or a guy, no judgment, but doing something to take care of yourself now, in the now moment, to feel better about your situation. Self-care routines, masks, whatever, makeup, whatever it is to make you feel better. Get a new haircut, get your beard shaved, whatever, man. Doing something to make yourself feel a little bit better about yourself. And you can see here, she holds the pentacles almost in her solar plexus chakra. So that's, once again, more self-confidence, right? Being confident in your throne, commanding from your throne of authority and not fearing about money, because money is good. That energy is coming in, that abundance. Don't fear it. Do not fear it. Be open to receive again. The Hermit mode in reverse. So the Hermit is looking for that spiritual journey, right? They're looking for that inner light to guide them on the inside out. Upside down, it's starting to tell me that we are almost ready to leave this cocoon of the Hermit energy, to be able to move forward, right? There's been a lot of introspection. A lot of us have had delays, setbacks, obstacles once again. But in the Hermit energy, we get that clarity to be able to move forward. We get that clarity to get over those obstacles. We get that clarity to figure out how to move forward, using that inner guidance system, trusting in our confidence. Once again, the inner light shining from within, the sun of our soul expanding and showing us the way forward. Next, we got Two of Wands in reverse. So being stuck in indecision. Maybe like all the parts of the puzzle haven't made themselves clear. You don't know what direction to go in. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place. You have to make one choice or the other. You don't know which way to go. When I get this card, I tell everybody the same thing. Whatever direction you choose is the right direction for you. As long as you trust your inner guidance system, you will find your path forward. So when you make your decision, dive in with both feet, head first with both feet, whatever. Dive into the pool with both feet head first, and don't second guess your decisions if you have to make a tough one between two decisions right now, all right? Once again, I got this yesterday. High Priestess in reverse. High Priestess in reverse, we're having an intuition slowdown. That's why the path ahead seems cloudy. That's why we're focused on these obstacles and these setbacks, because we can't see the bigger picture. We can't see beyond, Going back to the Temple Path card. We got taken off the path and we can't see the finish line in sight anymore. We're going on a distant excursion, a detour in our journey, and we can't see the end goal in sight, but it is there. We just have to trust and navigate the path, all right? So that's pretty much it. That's going to be your full mooning and Gemini reading. Sorry if it was a little choppy towards the end. I got a phone call. I got interrupted and I had to pick back up. But that's your full moon reading. All good stuff coming forth. Let that limitation belief on abundance go away. No more poverty mindset. We need to start moving to the future. We have to wear the shoes as a successful person. Be confident in yourself. Be confident in your energy. Be confident in your path. Be confident in your spirit guides, right? But to do that, we have to crack our hearts wide open. We have to expand our energy. We have to challenge ourselves to become better versions of ourselves. We have to allow spirit in to do the work with us and collaborate with them to move onto our highest timeline. And with that, that's your full moon in Gemini reading. My name is Dan, the Metaphysical Magician. Thanks again for being here, guys. And stay tuned for more content. Have a great day. Bye.